Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, and all I can say is he's back. It's been a couple of weeks, Matt. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Mike. Good to be back. I know, yeah, our schedules haven't aligned. Have been,
Yeah.
vacations and business
Yes.
trips and all that, but we're back.
There you go. There you go. Well, you know what? I don't know what it is about you and I, but we always talk on Wednesday. Wednesday's always Fed Day. In about 90 minutes, we will have Jerome Powell speaking. So I've got to ask a couple of questions. You ready to play over, under, and percentages and all that?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the first thing we're going to do is talk about the Fed rate increase. We're going to do 100%. So what percentage chance do you think they do a quarter?
One,
What do you think the chances are they do 50?
94
So then chances for 75?
would be the other 5%. I was going to do 89 and 10, but I don't
Yeah.
think they got the huevos rancheros to go
Yeah.
75.
Yeah. So I'm just going to call it what it is. It's a 100% chance of 50. It's been in the cards and oh, by the way, I called it months ago. So that feels pretty good to say, but yeah, it'll be 50. Here's the magic though. They're also going to release the dot plot. This is something that will be just pure guesses. One of the things in the dot plot will be what's called a terminal rate. Last time they did this, the average terminal rate was 4.6. Take a wild ass guess. Where do you think the terminal rate will, the peak, the average will be for the Fed presidents when they release that today at whatever it is, 1 o'clock?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. So it was 4.6 last time.
Correct. I think 4.62, I think.
And where do we get with a 50 and a 25?
So in a 15 to 25 will get us to 4.5 to 4.75.
Okay. I think that it's in the neighborhood of 4.6, but slightly lower.
Oh, you think they're going to go lower?
Yeah, I'm going to call 4.5
All right.
terminal rate.
There's absolutely zero chance of that, but thank you for playing. Freaking mortgage brokers.
I know, Mr. Optimistic. I'm like, yeah, it's just like I don't say stuff based on data, Mike. I say stuff based on my hopes and my dreams.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So I think the real again, when I look at this, I'm going to call here on this episode. I'm going to call 4.87. I think the real question is it 4.9 and above? I think that's what we're playing with. I'm gonna call low 4.87 just for fun. And again, my terminal rate for next year is they're going to get to 5%. So
yeah, this is a fun game to play because like you said, the 50 basis points is baked in. So like guessing on that is kind of irrelevant. Matt Graham said it perfectly this morning. Matt Graham, does a lot of stuff for Mortgage News Daily. It's all about the dots and the thoughts. So the dot plot we're going to watch, and then the thoughts and what Jerome Powell says at his press conference. Exactly. I'm going to go live on my channel during that 2:30 Eastern, because after the CPI number came out and I kind of gave my thoughts on that and released a video on it. People were like, "Can't wait to hear Wednesday." So what is shown and said about the dots and with the thoughts of the Fed come out, that's what's really going to be the market mover. Because it's interesting to see as big as of a beat we got on inflation. As low as inflation came in, which this time around, Mike, I wasn't as bullish as I was in November. I said these are kind of some aggressive calls for the 7.3 expectation, and so I said we're just going to meet that. We're not going to come in lower. And so as low as it came in, it didn't move the markets as much as one would expect yesterday. A lot of waiting until today, to see how the Fed's going to react. So how they react today is likely to be bigger market mover than the actual data that came in yesterday. So interesting stuff to watch. Dots and thoughts.
Yeah, I think that's really well said. So for me, it is going to be about the terminal rate is going to be interesting. Second is how fast do they get there? Something that I believe for 2023 is today will be the last jumbo move. Every rate increase going forward will only be a quarter. They're going to be tweaking and tailoring and, cajoling and whatever the words they want to use. I don't see any more jumbo rate increases, no doubles, no triples, no 50s, no 75s.
And so based on you laughing in my face, you you don't think there's any chance that they go 50, 25 and then a long pause?
So no, so I believe there's a 25 coming in February.
Right.
Today I believe we get a 25 in March and then they pause. So I personally, as I'm sitting here today, are 50 today, 25 February 1st, 25 March 13th or whatever it is. And then they pause. So I got 100 basis points and 50 if it comes today.
Okay. Yeah. And I think 25, I think 50, 25, 0. So maybe I didn't do enough in my head math for that terminal rate, but whatever the case, it's
right. It's fun to see. So there are two more important things that are in the dot plots that a lot of people won't discuss, but they are very important. One is unemployment. That was, last time the dot plot came out, I believe they had a peak unemployment of like 4.3 or something. I remember laughing out loud when I saw that. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's not possible. Like, you can't get this down and have this not go up. So the question about unemployment for me today is are there any Fed presidents, not an average, any of them, do any of them see 5% unemployment next year? That's a big deal for me. What do they think?
Yeah. Which I agree with you. It's like a teeter totter, right? You can't have one side go down and the other side not come up. And they're, like they've used the word pain, right? And that's multiple areas of the economy, unemployment being one of them. Like that's likely to go above 5%. We'll see if anybody on the board agrees with you.
Yeah. I mean, again, let's be clear. I don't want that to be the number. I'm just curious if any of the hawks see that much pain coming, because that's what it is. Again, just so everybody realize, these Fed presidents are no better at picking the future than you and I. They're not. These are all guesses, and they change it every 3 months. Every other meeting they change it. So for me, it's like, does anybody see extreme pain? That's what I'm looking for. Again, I don't think the average will be any close to that, but I want to know if Bullard or Brainerd or any of them are seeing a lot of pain. So that's important to me. The other one is GDP. Does anybody see negative GDP next year? Even negative first half. I think a negative first half is in the cards. We'll see if any Fed and again, this is not an average. I want to know if anybody sees a recession next year.
I know a lot of smart people see a recession. I know, there's multiple people, myself included, that have tightened their belts a little bit. Literally had a phone call with a buddy of mine yesterday, and we're just talking about, things in general. And he's got a net worth that's approaching 8 figures. And he said, me and my family are living like we're poor. Just being smart.
There you go.
And hopefully the average American is doing the same, because, without getting into too much detail, seeing enough people and their finances and their relationship with their finances and how they look at them, not everybody is playing the defense they should.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the things we're going to see over the next year is what I've been calling for in the buy now, pay later space. There's going to be a lot of bad debt in that space. A lot of bad debt. So anyways, folks, again, this is a very important day. The dots and thoughts. Who said that? I want to give credit to who said that.
Matt Graham from Mortgage News Daily, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you want to give that. I like that. Dots and thoughts. Matt, if somebody wanted to reach out to you and see about all these crazy low mortgage rates, that it's down 4 weeks in a row, right?
They keep coming down. Yeah, we'll make another video and talk about, the trend of mortgage rates. Just go to greatmortgagebroker.com, fill out the form. Me and my team are nationwide. We'll be in touch, within 24 hours and help you any way we can. Greatmortgagebroker.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much.